Dry. Someone coming down. Here we go.
Hello everyone, and today we will be talking about faith. We all know that faith is the most important virtue. Faith is when you believe in something that you have no control over. Maybe it could mean trusting in something you cannot see or touch. Here talking with us is the one and the only Tiger Woods.
Thank you, Oprah, and thank you all for coming out to see the show. I know that I have not been faithful in recent years, but I took this opportunity to prove otherwise. Like Oprah said, faith is when you trust in something you cannot see or touch, and that is extremely evident in the story of the Buddha. Buddha was raised in a life of luxury. The first time he looked outside the gates of his home, he saw beggars and bums. It was at that point he decided to live among them. Until one day he was sitting under a tree and all of a sudden he received enlightenment. He had absolutely no control over this.
That is correct, Tiger. When people think of faith, they usually think of God. Faith doesn't always have to do with Him. It could just mean having confidence that a person will succeed. Alexander the Great was a wonderful leader. He conquered many lands and spread the Hellenistic way throughout much of the known world. Although he died fairly young at age 33, he had gained much support from the people of his empire. It is said that his empire died with him.
Do you know what I always find amazing, Oprah?
No, what?
I have always thought that it was astonishing that a group of people like the barbarians could stand up to Rome, which was the world's most powerful empire at the time. That is a prime example of what faith is all about. Even though it was against the odds, they believed in themselves and eventually defeated Rome. Just like Confucius said, when it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps.
I could not have said it better myself. Now I would like to talk about the Islamic prophet Muhammad. Muhammad was a wise and a faithful man. He spoke out against the worshipping of idols, even though he could have gotten killed. He was forced to flee Mecca and hide in Medina. Luckily in Medina the people accepted his religion. If this is not a perfect example of a man's faithfulness toward God, then I do not know what is. A man speaks up against what everyone else thinks for what he knows is the right thing to do. Wow. That is faith.
Indeed it is, Oprah. A little more crazy time of what faith does to people are the Crusades. The Crusades were basically a holy war that took place in the 11th through the 13th centuries. This war was fought so that one God could have glory above all the other ones. Sometimes people's faith is too strong and they do not want the other religion to even exist. In this case they would take them to war not only to regain power but to abolish that religion.
I find that sickening that people would fight each other just because of their different beliefs. But the Christians did want to regain the Holy Lands from the Muslim Turks. A way that people in history were unfaithful is the Renaissance. During the Renaissance the main concern was not with faith, but was reasoning and questioning the things around them. The Renaissance was a time when the Greco-Roman culture was rediscovered, which was neglected during the medieval times. I want to say thank you to our guest Tiger Woods.
No. Oprah. Thank you for having me. Goodbye, audience.